opportunity to just start our week off with a little less chaos. Listen, this is Sonja with Sonja W Coaching, and I'm super excited to be back again because listen, y'all, I was out on vacation, so I pre-recorded last week, and then I got back from vacation and was pretty much, we want to say, almost dead for the rest of the week. Y'all, I came back with the flu and I was so blown, so blown. But I am feeling so much better. I got a little bit of still in my voice. What is that? I don't know what that is, but I still got a little bit of that in my voice. But I am feeling amazing. I don't know if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram or anything like that, but I've been like posting every morning, just talking about different topics and talking about adjusting to change and stuff like that. And I tried to come back Friday, and let me tell you, by the way I feel today, I know I wasn't ready to come back on Friday. Okay. But anyway, guys, I'm super, super excited that you are here with me today because we're going to be doing everything that we do every single week. Because the goal is to help us live our life with a little less chaos. And that starts out with something called a weekly review. And that's what we're going to be doing today together. We're going to be talking about the first thing, the good things, right? We're going to be talking about the good things that happened to us last week, the things that we got done last week, so that we're ready and able to be like, you know what? I can kill it this next week, right? That's the whole point to actually reflecting on what's good, what happened in your life, because it helps you to move forward in the next week, ready to move. Then we're going to talk about what's on the docket, okay? Because clearly the whole point to living your life with a little less chaos and actually starting off your week with that weekly review or weekly routine is to know what you're going to be doing this week, right? To actually pay attention to your week so that you can plan accordingly. You may have your perfect week put together. I got a way to do that. That's called the Dream Week. If you're interested, I could definitely get you that info. But you got your dream week together, but you got appointments. You have a big project. So things may need to change in how you do things. And this is how you make sure that you have planned accordingly. Then, of course, we break down an intentional topic of the week where we get an opportunity to talk about something that you can start in your life today to be just a little bit more intentional. And I am so excited about today because we're going to be talking about our weekly review. Excuse me, the monthly review. We're going to be talking about that because it's the last, actually, y'all realize it's the last Monday of the month and the quarter, right? So we're going to be talking about the monthly review where it's an opportunity to actually look at your whole month, right? And talk about how you're going to prep yourself for the new month to come. So that's what we're going to be talking about. That's the intentional topic today. And then we're going to break down and end out with some prayer because prayer changes things. I know that is a corny saying that everybody seems to always say, but it's the truth. When you seal your work with prayer, when you start off with focusing on the one that gives you the ability to plan, that gives you the ability to move. I love there's a verse in Proverbs that talks about how man makes plan but God establishes them, right? This is the one that gives you the ability to plan and then establishes them, makes them root it down, makes them actually work out for your good, right? So we're going to end with prayer. Okay. So let's get into it. We are going to talk about the good things today. And let me tell you, the good thing. First of all, I had an amazing time with my friends the week before. We went to St. Martin. Um, the last, when did we leave? Wednesday, and came back last Sunday night. And that's why I slept in on Monday and pre-recorded last Monday. Okay, because I was not waking up at 7 a.m. I wasn't. Mm-mm. But I had an amazing time with my friends, and I'm gonna be posting some of the stuff that happened. I was supposed to post it last week, but like I mentioned, I was half dead last week, so I don't even remember what I did. No, I do remember what I did. I slept. That's what I did. I slept and took medicine and drank water and electrolytes. That's what I did. So anyway, I had a great time with my friends. And then the other good thing is I survived. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. I got a bone to pick with flu. All these years, I have never had the flu, and I get it this year. And bruh, I don't like you, flu. I don't like you at all. Who can relate with me? The flu is ooh, I don't like her. But but no, for real. I came back on Sunday night. And like on Saturday and Sunday, I had like this random cough. And when I say random, Saturday through like Monday. When I say random, I mean like I would cough once in the morning. Maybe I'll cough. Like there'd be like a couple of coughs maybe in the afternoon. I don't know. I'd cough when I'm in a car in clothes or something crazy, right? Like random, and then it would go away. Like matter of fact, to the point where I worked out on Monday with my trainer, and I didn't cough not once. And then I woke up on Tuesday and I felt a little tired, but I was like, maybe that's, just not wanting to wake up. Cause I also went to bed mad late on Monday because I think I was still on, vacation time. By the end of the day, I had a splitting headache and I knew something was wrong. And then I slept until Friday morning. So I survived. That's the good thing for me. What's a couple of good things for you last week? What happened for you? How did you fare in your week? I hope you didn't have the flu. I hope you weren't struggling. All right. So that was my good thing. Okay. So let's actually talk about, and I usually be on the good things for a very long time. But child, I ain't got nothing but that I survived and I had a great trip. Okay. I survived after this. I don't like the flu. Okay. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. Anyway, next on the docket. Next on the plan is the docket. What is on your docket? What are you doing this week? Have you looked at your planner yet? Have you looked at your meeting schedule yet? I'm going to look at my meeting schedule when I get in the office. So I don't know what's in store for me yet, particularly now because I have been out for almost 2 weeks. Let me I was so excited to be back at work last week and start to work through all them emails that I missed while I was out. And then I get sick. Child, let me tell you, I really am still upset about that. But anyway, what's on the docket for me is figuring out work because I currently have over, I wrote in my notes 250, but I'm sure it's like 300 emails that I have to go through. And I'm not looking forward to that part at all, um, at all, because I know I still have meetings to go to, and I know I still got stuff that I got to get done, and I'm hoping that there aren't any emails in there that I really need to look at because, child, I don't know when I'm gonna get through them. But one, get through emails, but then two, also get back to kind of like my routine and doing my reset. Now I'm always talking about the reset, and every quarter I do this reset to kind of reset my goals, reset my intentions, reset the things that I said I wanted to do this year, kind of look at my goals, look at my plans, all that kind of stuff. And I was supposed to do that last week. How I set up my life is that every quarter I take a moment to rest, right? I may go on a trip like I did this time, or I may just take a day off, or literally just get a massage or something. I don't know. I do something, right? To take a moment to rest and to pause. And then I take time to actually walk through my reset. If you're interested in walking through that reset with me, holler at me. Join the email list. We're gonna be talking about it. We're gonna be talking about how you could do that. Anyway, I typically do that at the end of the quarter so that I'm ready for the new quarter that's starting tomorrow. But your girl was sick, okay? And she didn't get to do nothing. I don't even know if I knew who I was last week other than somebody who I knew I needed water, I knew I needed electrolytes, and I slept. I so blown. If you can't tell, I don't typically get sick and I don't like it when I am because child, I just be. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing my reset this week, right? I actually I talked about it a little bit in my little TikTok morning convo or rant. I don't know what to call it, but every morning I have been hopping on TikTok, hopping on Instagram, and just talking about some type of topic, some type of intentional topic, some type of thing that I'm working with. And for me today was, so what if you're late? And it was because I'm late on doing my own reset. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be the intentional everything girl. Like, all the things are supposed to be intentional. But the point to intentional living is that you are intentional with your time. And if something happens, you have tools to be able to reset and get yourself back together. So for me, those tools are this weekly review, seeing that, oh shoot, I didn't get to do my reset. So I'm going to do it this week. We're going to make sure that we're ready for this new quarter and we're ready for the new things that I plan to do and have in this quarter this week. And so what if I feel like I'm a little bit late? And I want to say that to y'all too. So what if you feel like you're a little bit late? The problem is when you just don't do it. The problem happens when you decide that it's too late and you stop. Okay? So for me, yeah, I didn't get to do my plans when I wanted to do them, but I got this week to do it. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So for me, again, oh, and I wanted to show y'all my fun and post stuff on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. And child, I ain't get to do none of that. I ain't get to do none of that. So please don't mind me if I'm flooding your timelines. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, don't mind me if I'm flooding your timelines with everything that happened in the last 2 weeks. So, I, talked about it a little bit and it kind of flows beautifully into the intentional topic of the week. And that intentional topic of the week is how you kill chaos with that weekly review, how you kill chaos with your monthly reviews, those regular reviews that get you to come back to yourself, get you to come back to the things that you committed to. And like I was mentioning, I felt like I was just too late. I messed up. I can't get these things done because I was sick. And I realized in that moment that no, it's not a problem that I'm late because I'm not stopping. I am recognizing that I am behind the schedule that I put for myself and making adjustments in my life based on the intentional moments that I've built in my life. Right. I've built out this schedule. I've built out a routine so that even if I don't get the things that I wanted to get done, there are check-ins in my life that allow me to come back to it. Right. And that's what I'm trying to teach y'all. That's why we have these podcasts every single week, because this is a check in for you. This is a check in for you and for me, actually, on my intentional life and on your intentional life. So I fell behind. I'm running around feeling, feeling like I'm just failing. And you know what? That's something that I used to struggle with a lot until I started to realize it's not about perfection, but it's about moving forward intentionally, right? And that's why again I teach what I teach. That's why I'm here every single week talking to you guys. Now, just so you know, this is the end of the season, so I won't be back next week. I like to take intentional breaks as well. But anyway, we'll talk about that at the end. Don't worry, I'll come back to that. But it's so important that you have these routines in your life because you are gonna get off track. Life is gonna throw you curveballs. Life is gonna throw you the flu. So your weekly check-ins, your weekly routines, your monthly routines help you to reset just periodically and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so how do we do this? How do we actually get into that monthly review? Right, it's just a little bit more in depth of a weekly review. And I talk about this every single fourth Friday of the month, because I want you to get into it. I want you to know how to do this and do this well so that you can always come back to yourself. Right? So, your monthly review, what do? You write a list of what you got done. So, this is taking that good things part, that good things section of this podcast, and going a little bit deeper. You're writing out the things that you got done this month so that you know that you actually can get stuff done. Okay. So you're taking a moment to look through your calendar, look through your task list. For me at work, I have something that said what I did today, and I try to. I'm not perfect at it, but I try to every single day write down a couple of things that I got done so that when I look back and say I didn't do anything in my life, I can go I can go back to that list and see, oh no, Sonia, you actually got a whole lot done. You did. Right? And I encourage you to do that for your own life. I do that in my own life as well with my planner. I got my planner. Actually, by the way, amazing planner. I don't know if I'll ever do one on my own. Because I love this one so much. This is the Michael Hyatt's Full Focus Planner. I love this thing so much. And I have ideas for planners and stuff like that, but this one is my jam. So I'm gonna set that up. But anyway, um writing down that list of things that you got done helps you to realize that you really are that person. You really are that chick. You really are that boss. Like, you do get stuff done, and it emboldens you to keep going forward. Okay, so that's it. Write a list of the things that you got done. At the end of the quarter, you do this a little bit more deeper. Like, you take a moment and you look at your whole quarter, you look at pictures, you look at all the things that you've done so that you can see, oh no, we had a time this quarter, right? And I talk about that more in the reset. So if you're interested, definitely check out the links below, do all the things. So make sure you write down a list of the things that you got done. That's number one. Number two, read through your goals, and if you have it, your life plan. Now, I keep saying if you have it. By this time, if you've been following me this long, you should already have your life plan. You should already have your dream activation plan, right? And this is the moment that you read through it. You just read through it and see, am I still, one, is this still what I believe is me? Is this still my values? Are these still the things that I want to run after? Right. And then you're looking at your goals. Did I make any progress on these goals? Did I do anything? Did I see anything that I may want to change or update? Okay, that's what you do. You read through those goals, and if you have it, your life plan. Now, this is a time that you're not really looking that deep yet, because the next step does all that. But it's time to kind of get back to what you value, get back to what's important to you. And that's why you read through all of your goals and your dream activation plan. Then the third thing you do is that you review your progress on any active goals. Now, if you've been following me, you know I like to help people break down their goals in sizable chunks, right? Sometimes people come into the year with a million different things that they want to do, and then by the end of the year, they're like, I did nothing, and now I'm stressed, and now I feel like a failure, right? But the better way to do it is to really set some really good key goals, at most 10, that you want to do throughout the year. And every quarter, you do maybe 2 to 3 of those goals, right? So now's the time to look at the progress of some of those goals. How far did you get? What did you need to do? Do you need to tweak something? Did you finish that goal that you thought you were going to finish this quarter? If not, do you want to continue? Does it still make sense for you in your life, right? In this season? For me, I'm definitely going to be really looking at my goals, because honestly, I had plans at the beginning of this year that, honestly, going back to the office totally changed for me, right? I had a little bit more time. I didn't have to worry about commuting. I didn't have to worry about dealing with traffic and the stress of that, and the stress of all the different things that we've had to do and work with in this season. So I am going to, when I say I'm going to have to do a real reset, I'm going to have to do a real reset and actually look at my life and see what still makes sense for me. And that's the beautiful part about intentional living. It's because you know what the end goal is, what you truly desire. So these little hiccups in the middle matter not, because you're moving towards the goal, right? You're moving towards your principles, your life principles, your values. And then the final thing that you're going to do is to write the next 2 things that you can do to move forward in those active goals. All right, so you're going to take a moment, and at the end of the quarter, it looks a little different, right? You're taking time to actually look at your whole goal set and pay attention to what needs to change. But at the end of any regular month, you're going to take some time and say, all right, These are the two things that I'm going to do, that I'm going to do today to move myself forward. All right. So that is what you do every single month. And if you want to take a step deeper, you want to take a step a little bit closer, you want to join me on this reset, join my email list, because I'm going to be having a virtual reset in the month of April to really help us reset our lives and set things in order. Okay. So that we can get into Q2 right. All right. Now, I'm super excited for today. I hope that you're just as excited. I'm going to get up off of here. First, we're going to pray, of course. Of course, we're going to pray. We're going to have our Dreamboost Prayer. But I am just so excited for what God is going to do in your life in Q2. All right, let's pray. Help us, Lord, to review our lives rightly. Show us the places where we've won so that we can have confidence to keep going, and remind us of our whys, our desires, and our goals so that we can keep moving forward towards the dreams you placed there. All right, y'all. Listen, I'm super, super excited for what we are going to be doing in Q2. Be on the lookout for more information on the reset. And I am not going to see you next week, because this is the end of season one of A Little Less Chaos. I'm going to be taking a month break, gearing up for season two, where we're actually going to be talking about practical tools. There we go. Words sometimes are a struggle. We're going to be talking about practical tools in season two on how to live intentionally. I'm super excited to be back. But check me out on my YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, because I'm going to be there. I'm just not going to be here every Monday. Okay. Bye, y'all.